Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm excited to share a truly haunting and emotional story with you. It's a story of loss, love, and the unexplainable, a story that will leave you questioning what lies beyond our world. In this video, I'll be reading a captivating story about a girl who wakes up to find a little boy sitting on her bed, a boy who claims to be her younger brother, but who she knows she never had. As the story unfolds, you'll be drawn into a world of mystery and supernatural intrigue as the girl tries to come to terms with what's happening to her. It's a tale that will send shivers down your spine, but also tug at your heartstrings. So if you're a fan of ghost stories, true crime, or just love a good old-fashioned mystery, then be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And don't forget to leave a comment and let me know what you thought of this story. I love hearing from my viewers and discussing all things spooky and strange. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. It was a dreary Tuesday morning in the city of San Francisco, and I was slowly coming to consciousness. As I stretched my arms and rubbed my eyes, I noticed something odd. A small figure sitting on the edge of my bed, staring at me. "Who are you?" I asked, still half asleep. "It's me, your little brother," he replied, smiling up at me. "My little brother," I repeated, confused. "I don't have a little brother." The boy's smile faltered, and his eyes widened in surprise. "What do you mean?" "Of course you do. I'm your brother. Don't you remember me?" I shook my head, trying to clear the cobwebs from my mind. "No, I don't remember you. What's your name?" He looked at me sadly. "My name is Ethan. Don't you remember when I was born? Mom and Dad were so happy to have another baby." My heart skipped a beat. I did remember that day. I remembered how excited my parents had been to bring a new baby home from the hospital. But that baby had been a girl, not a boy. "Ethan, I don't understand. I remember when Mom had a baby, but it was a little girl. Her name was Lily." The boy's eyes filled with tears. "No, Lily was our older sister. She died when she was 6, don't you remember?" My heart felt like it had stopped. Lily had indeed been my older sister, but she had died in a car accident when I was only 4. How could this little boy know about her? "Ethan, how do you know about Lily?" I asked, my voice shaking. The boy looked at me sadly. "I remember her. She was always so nice to me, even though I was just a baby. But then she got sick and she had to go away. Mom and Dad were so sad, but they said she was in a better place now." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. This little boy was claiming to be my younger brother, but he knew things that he couldn't possibly know. And yet, as I looked into his eyes, I saw a sadness and a wisdom beyond his years. As the day went on, I tried to make sense of what was happening. I searched through old photo albums and family records, but there was no mention of a little boy named Ethan. And yet, he continued to follow me around, telling me stories about our childhood and asking me questions about our family. As the night wore on, I began to feel a sense of unease. There was something about Ethan that was not quite right, something that I couldn't put my finger on. And then, as I was getting ready for bed, I saw him again, standing in the hallway, staring at me with his sad eyes. "Ethan, what do you want?" I asked, my voice shaking. He smiled sadly. "I just wanted to say goodbye. I have to go now." "Go where?" I asked, feeling a sense of panic rising in my chest. "To be with Lily," he said simply, and then he was gone. In the days and weeks that followed, I tried to make sense of what had happened. I talked to my parents, but they had no memory of a little boy named Ethan, and yet I knew that he had been real. He had been my brother in some way. As I lay in bed at night, I often felt a chill run down my spine, as though Ethan was still there, watching me from the shadows. And sometimes, in my dreams, I would see Lily's smiling face, as though she were watching over us both. As time went on, I tried to put the strange encounter with Ethan behind me, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. It wasn't until several weeks later, when I was talking to my aunt, that I finally began to understand what had happened. "You know, your grandmother always used to talk about a little boy named Ethan," she said, her voice low. "She lost him when he was just a baby. He died of pneumonia." My heart sank. So Ethan had been real, but he had died long before I was born. And yet, somehow, he had found his way to me, to remind me of a sister that I had lost so long ago. As the months went by, I tried to come to terms with what had happened. I knew that I would never be able to explain it, but I also knew that I didn't need to. In some strange way, Ethan had brought me closer to my family, to the memories of my sister and the grandmother that I had never known. And sometimes when I was lying in bed at night, I could feel Ethan's presence beside me, a small, comforting presence that reminded me of the love that we shared, even in death.